There is an Oklahoma connection to one of Joe Biden's final acts as president, commuting the life sentence of a Native American activist.
Leonard Peltier has spent decades in prison after being convicted for the 1975 murders of 2 federal agents in South Dakota. The former president says Peltier can live out the rest of his life in his own home.
News 4's John Hayes sat down with the Oklahoma City attorney on Peltier's legal team. John, what'd you find out?
Kevin, Jolene, that attorney says it's hard not to look at pieces of history like Peltier's own wanted poster here and realize how much time he's lost. He says he's thankful he gets to be a small part of that fresh start.
I'm overwhelmed with happiness right now. I want to cry, I want to scream, I can't believe it's over.
A mix of emotions from Leonard Peltier Monday after Oklahoma City Attorney Robert Gifford told me he found out at the 11th hour former President Joe Biden would be commuting his life sentence to home confinement.
As President Biden was walking into the rotunda during the inauguration, his name was released.
Gifford is part of Peltier's legal team, helping out with his latest and final clemency petition submitted 4 years ago.
It truly was one of those moments that we were in shock.
The North Dakota native spent nearly 5 decades in prison after being convicted for the 1975 shootout murders of FBI agents Jack Kohler and Ronald Williams at a South Dakota reservation. Before that, he was a leader of the American Indian Movement, a grassroots activist group fighting for Native rights. Peltier has insisted he's innocent, and his supporters say his trial was unreliable.
There were letters written directly to Senator Biden 25, 30 years ago on behalf of Leonard Peltier when Senator Biden was then head of the Judiciary Committee.
The president of the FBI Agents Association saying in a statement in part, quote, Leonard Peltier should not have been granted a mercy he so cruelly denied to the Kohler and Williams families. Cherokee Nation Principal Chief Chuck Hoskin Jr. issuing his own, writing, quote, this historic decision reflects a critical step toward reconciliation, not only for Mr. Peltier, but for Native communities that have long fought for recognition.
The credit really belongs to the tribal communities, the Native communities, who have been a strong voice for nearly the entire 50 years that Mr. Peltier has been in.
Under the terms of the commutation, Peltier will be released February 18. Gifford says flight arrangements have been made and Peltier has a home waiting for him in North Dakota where he'll be supervised by the U.S. Probation Office.
I had the honor and the responsibility of just being the lawyer on the case, but in this case, it took a movement.
A movement giving a man a chance to live however much time he has left on his own terms.
I didn't think we'd see this happen in my lifetime. I really didn't think we'd go this far.
And a big question I asked Gifford, could President Donald Trump hypothetically rescind Peltier's commutation? That answer is no.